Hello and welcome to another Pokemon Emerald episode. On we go. On to the cave. We've got... There's Quirky here, a lower level than the rest of them. So you kind of want to do him up front, but he's not amazing here. He's not really going to be able to take out the enemies in the Pokemon in the cave. Level 8 Makuhita. Like, his best bet here would be to confuse it, and it would just take ages. Which means you probably just have to get out Fred and do a little peck. Have a look. There's no way, even with a crit, the Makuhita takes out Fred at this point. But just in case. We'll use peck there, one-shot him. So, Quirky... I don't know when levels up, but it will turn into a Golbat at some point. I think there's even a TM. Does he give a TM at the end of this cave? For some reason, I've got Steel Wing in my head. But before we do anything, we got Flash. That's right, it doesn't even do the full cave. I might use a couple of repels. I think I could have got a higher level Zubat, couldn't I? But never mind. Let's just get Fred out. I think I'll use repels actually to get through this cave. If there's any trainers, I'll fight trainers. But I'll probably just train using using trainer battles. I obviously don't use double kick. He's flying type. What compelled me? I'll just use Ember here, and that should take him out. Good. So you need a bike to get up there. Let me remember the repel. Put the top. Oh yeah, all the items are mixed together in this game. The potions, the medicine is mixed in with the regular items. Ooh, I think this means it's higher than level 10. Or on. When did Ron get here? From Harry Potter? Nah, Agron. It's an interesting line. You got steel, you got ground. It's actually probably takeable to catch. But I don't think I'm going to go for it. I think it's got a double weakness in fighting type. I think fighting type super effective against ground and steel. But if you didn't know that, right, there is a strategy to kind of maximize the levels of the wild Pokemon that you see. If you use a repel, but the Pokemon that you have is weaker than the strongest Pokemon in the route or the cave. Sableye. Another interesting one. I tend not to go for Pokemons that don't have any evolutions. And I don't think he's got any weaknesses. So I wonder what my actual strongest hit is against like the neutral Pokemon that I can't attack with a super effective attack. Is it going to be... Well, let's see what Nature Power does in a cave. Ghost. Nightshade. Interesting. I think Nightshade does a set amount of damage. Maybe it does a percentage. Maybe it does something based on their attack stat. You can't actually set an item to use as a favourite in this game. Normally, I would go for a repel, like a max repel or something, just to keep the wild ones away. Wrong slot there. We want Fred out. We just want double kick. Since it's like the same level as the Zubat, I think probably worth fighting them. Doesn't look like there are any trainers. I already forgot, did I just use another repel? That's just completely slipped my mind as soon as I do something. Let's grab this. Which stops Pokemon from evolving. It may even give them a slight buff. Or maybe that's another game. Who we got? Makuhita level 11. Can I take it out yet? Nah, let's do one more. That should take him up. I wonder if he's going to learn a flying move. I mean, that would make it a lot easier to train in the future with the Zubat. Give him a nice little ember. They can have thick fat, I think, the Makuhitas, which protects against certain moves. Maybe it protects against ember. It's very in-depth. Like, it's a game that can be played by everyone, basically everyone. It's very simple to understand, but behind the scenes, it's so in-depth. Hell's gonna run out, I assume, shortly. Yeah. The closer I get, the more I think he's gonna give me that steel wing. Yeah. And this is, again, I mentioned it in maybe the last or the episode before, why I don't really like TMs in this game. Because if I use it, I can never use it again. Which means I'll have to commit to using it. I'll have to commit to using the Zubat, which I am going to do. That's a steel type move. No, stay in the bag, let's escape. And it's off to Slateport we go. Actually, surprising how quickly you zip through the game. For some reason, like, I expected... Well, I never really time how fast it takes to do Pokemon games and getting to the Elite Four. But this early section, it's going quite swimmingly. I can't believe I'm already like heading off to Slateport. Maybe it's just, maybe I do like slightly more training when I play alone, so it does actually take a lot longer. And I'm gonna suffer for that later, and I'll need a training montage or something. Okay, accidentally Pokemon and accidentally selecting the wrong option. Name a better combination. Route 107. This is way later in the game, you come back here. I don't think you actually have to do anything on Route 107. But we will, just to train for the Elite Four. That is exactly what we're going to do. Yep, soft sand. Now there's a few trainers on the beach, and then there's a couple more. Still, we'll let Zubat stay in the front slot basically until he gets back up to speed with the rest of them. How does Steel Wing do against you then? Let's see if we can take out one, because it's a chunky amount of experience if we can get him to actually take enemies out. Not very effective. What's got the defense? I don't know. This is where my type knowledge, I did say like I don't have it ingrained in me. I always have to figure it out throughout a run. I mean, Steel's really the one. Like, it's been in the game since these early days, and it's still not easy for me to know what it's actually super effective against. I don't think I can switch back, unfortunately. We're here with a peck. Really Zubat that's supposed to be doing that mature. There is no gym in Slateport, is there? It's Morville, the next one, which is the electric type. We don't have any ground type. We're kind of going in there, in the Morville gym without any type advantage. Although it does have, what, a Magneton? Somewhere. Oh yeah, I've committed now. Major double battles. Am I gonna miss? No, no, no. They've only got one each, so we don't lose out on any experience. So we should leave him out. I think steel must be. I think water must be resistant, which doesn't seem right, does it? Don't boats rust? There I go, double kicking a flying Pokemon again. But steel wing, yeah, it is. It's weak to steel. Okay, good to know. I probably won't be using too many steel moves throughout the run. Can double kick you as well. Double kick's quite useful. I don't know if I'll ever switch out double kick. I'm trying to think of the fighting moves that Combusgun learns. But I'm not coming up with anything. Brick Break? Or was that a Gen 4 move? For some reason I associate Brick Break with Gen 4. You know what it is? It's because the Infernape learns close combat, doesn't he? Very, very strong fighting move. Should I go for it? Nah. Surf. Surfing Zigzagoon. Let's get Yumi some experience as well. I think there's a bunch of trainers coming up in the... What's it called? In the lemonade stand? Lemonade shop. They'll all be fine. I don't think Zubat's going to quite get up to these guys' levels. At least... Well, I'm going to have to. I don't think I'm ready for the next rival fight, which is coming up fairly soon. Like, it's essentially just these fights before Slateport, and then maybe one or two more above Slateport. So we do need to... This is probably a big training section. I don't know how high we need to go. I think I'd like to get them all to like 20 at least. Water's clean, Zigzagoon. Ah, yeah, okay, you just reminded me. So he kind of gives a hint that Zigzagoon can have pickup. Look at that. No, take just a simple potion. I think there are better things than potions that you can get, but we'll see. Was it another double battle? Yes. I do really like double battles. And they've got two each. Oh yeah. Can't really leech life from either of these. Let's go for a double kick. Poison must resist fighting then. Good to know. I can't believe I still have to learn these things. The amount of times I've played Pokemon. It's that just the type chart has never truly sunk in for me. And then I guess it kind of removed the need once they actually added in what moves are super effective. I still think it's the strongest thing I've got here. Yeah. Yeah, so we're not very type effective yet. Maybe we should save these because of the electric type that I wanted to get. What electric types even are there coming up? It's like the green one, the Electrike, which evolves into Manectric. Is there a Pikachu? Plus Minun, I know are on that route as well, above Slateport. I wonder if there's one more. Okay, Steel and raising defense isn't bad. Azurill is a normal type as well, so that's why I'm super effective against that one. Such little experience. Yeah. This does strike me as one of the longest sections of Emerald is getting ready for this rival fight. Let's have a little heal before we go into there. Roxanne. Jump scared me, Roxanne. I wasn't expecting a call. Brawl, you're just giving out phone numbers. Who does he think he is? Oh, we found the name rater. I thought he was up in the top. Is it Falaba? I thought it was way up there. Wild. Absolutely wild. So let me have I think I might have to do that in the next episode actually, because I've got to come up with a member name. And then check a few of these houses. Okay, they hint at natures. So it does reveal information if you pay attention. I think, at least when I was a kid, I was mostly just looking for the items. I mean, even to this day, when I go into the houses, I'm just looking for items that they're giving. I'm not really looking for the info, but they do give useful information. There is, okay, this is stuff to do with the bases, which are a very interesting concept. Oof. I think that has to do with IV values or effort values, maybe. What I'm looking for is, at some point, in fact very quickly, you need, I think, to get the bike maybe. I just remember there's a specific piece of mail that I need. In secrecy. You feel like part of a secret club if you get secret power. Powder jar. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing any berry powder. Yeah, we'll do that. Do I need to visit the contest hall place? Guess I can have a look inside. Harbour mail, this is it. So I do need one of those. I don't remember why, I just always know. I always remember having to come back and get it when I was playing. When, like 15 years ago. Not yet. I wonder why it's called name rating. So, to trigger the next section of the game, you've got to go inside that building, the large grey one. But we are gonna come inside here, this girl's papa's spot. Yeah, still won't work out. He needs to level. And there's 3 trainers. Yeah, okay, trainer time. Gotta see how this team works against random encounters. I mean, I still don't think he can take them out. He's really good at a train, hasn't he? But it's time for Yumi because super effective grass, easy stuff. He called in with the peck. Some of them have peck, don't they? They got beaks. The fish. Beak? Ah, fish can't have beaks. How can he peck? But Yumi's absorb means I don't have to use potions that much, which is good. You do sometimes need them in the late game. Basically, the routes get a lot longer. So to avoid having to keep going back to the Pokemon Center to regain health and PP, I kind of want to stockpile potions. I guess PP you just want to save for the Elite Four because you don't actually get that many, but can I take out an Azurill? Yeah. The sad thing is, any Pokemon that I can take out with Zubat probably doesn't give enough experience at this point. Go for it. Ah, yeah. I mean, even a tackle. Alright. Let's get Yumi out. Quirky's not quite up to scratch yet, but he'll get there. Bullet Seed will do the trick. I'm starting to think this rival fight is going to be quite difficult to get ready for, because these aren't actually given a lot of experience, which means I might have to get stuck in a a patch of grass for a long time. We'll see. One more here. Ah, actually, there's the rocket battle, isn't there? So that's another big chunk of experience. Maybe we will get ready after all. It's probably gonna be in the next episode, the rival fight. Level 11. Yeah, but I can't. He's resistant. You gotta go for Fred. I don't think it's wise to send out Yumi against the Wingull. Oh, glad that Supersonic misses. What? The status effects. They're starting to bring them out, and they do this. They open the fight by lowering your accuracy or peck you. Lower your accuracy, confuse you, paralyze you. Not what we want to see. Just double kick. I know it's resistant, but I think it's still the strongest thing I've got. I need to switch the battle style back, because it's not asking me if I want to switch back to the Zubat anymore. Probably not Sand Attack. I wonder if Return exists in this game. But Return is something you want to have on a normal type, and I don't tend to go for normal types. Battle style is what I'm looking for. Nice shift. And then half a dozen bottles of soda pop. Half a dozen, what a number. Is it just me who didn't realise that half a dozen being 6 meant that a dozen was 12 as a kid? When you run into it for the first time and you just don't put it together, you're like, oh, half a dozen is 6. But you don't take the time to break down the phrase, half of a dozen is 6. Look, I was young, alright? I'm triggering memories here from so many years ago. Sure, I played this game before I was like even 10. I'm talking way too young. Yeah, oh, I accidentally hit them again. This guy gives something, doesn't he? Does he give a case? Oh, he talks about the contests. Yeah. I feel like he gives something at some point. If you show him, I don't know. There's something there to it. Yeah, there's more of a selection. I don't think there's anything in here. Oh, it's a battle place. It's not a contest. Yeah. Okay, I don't think we'll be doing much of that. You don't really get to progress the game there. Tears shed by Pokemon. Have you seen the size of the sea? He's out of his mind. Is this the guy? I think this guy tells me what I need to know. No. Somebody in here. Oh, it is you. Yeah, I will. This is... I don't remember there being any items up here, but I'm just going to check. Just in case. Principle called buoyancy. Pokemon dropping their knowledge bombs. Is that true? Does a steel ship float because of buoyancy? Like, it makes sense in my head, like the words. I could believe it, but it could be nonsense. It could be spreading fake news. Captain Stern. Rustaf Tunnel. Yes. So this is probably a missable TM, is it? And let me check, because I don't know which one that is. Thief. Ah, Dark type. I don't have any Dark type. You know, I don't think I've ever actually used a Poochyena in a run. That might be wrong, because I don't remember every single run that I've done on this game, and I have done many. If Pokemon, if people enjoy watching it on the channel, and we end up doing future runs on this game, I'd definitely consider a Poochyena. But I imagine we'll rotate through a few of the other games first. I'm thinking Fire Red would be a nice one to do. Okay, let's get the Yumi out here. There's a few options. I mean, maybe next I actually do a mystery dungeon game. Those are so much fun. In fact, I really enjoy them as much as the mainline series, the mystery dungeon games. Probably Red Rescue Team first, because it is... Pokemon Explorers of Sky did add so many quality of life stuff that I don't think I could do it the other way around. Like, soon after each other, I think you gotta do Red first. Missed. That's not effective. I'm gonna try and take it out. Zubat on Zubat action. What's the chance of what's the hit percentage chance? I think it is quite low. It might even be 50-50. Got you. Hurts itself in confusion, and then begin with the steel wings. Okay, you can do something. Snapped out instantly. That can last a while, confusion. Okay, we're low rolling in this fight. Speedrunner would not be happy, I think. Could I take you out? No. Unfortunate. The thing is, as soon as he learns a flying attack, then there's a lot. It opens up a lot of options in terms of trading. Then he gets all the grass and bugs and flying. He can then start doing his thing. I just don't know if we get past the big blocker of the rival fight. Maybe I'm hyping it up too much. Dude, did we fight you? No. No, it's just a warning. Archie of Team Aqua. I wonder how they chose which team you interact with first here. Because in the Ruby and Sapphire games it is different, isn't it? Which team you actually run into there. Escort. Yeah, now he's got me as well. Yeah, everyone wants my phone number. Start getting famous pretty quickly in Pokemon Emerald. Get little followers. He's like a paparazzi, really. But yeah, that's a decent chunk there. Slateport and the section underneath done, and the cave, the Fred cave. We'll leave this episode here, and in the next one we might catch the next member of the team on this route. I've got to have a little think about that. Yeah, and then I also need to check a couple of things, which I won't reveal yet. I'll leave you in suspense. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, why not leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.